the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He'll try it again. Oh, better look out. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Canes in the hurry-up. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, an important part of the Canes tradition.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And some room to work. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. to the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Brooks. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over BYU. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bean. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Back to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Bean. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. period. First down here. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Zips it out to his man. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. A first down run on the doorstep. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 72 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Creates a little space. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The inside handoff. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here we go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Latham. Got room in the 35. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, This offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. This is a design run. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. After run, now throw. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. This quarterback part of their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's speed. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
back to throw, time running short in the half. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but they left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. At the 20. And he is has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over North Carolina. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line.
Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Motion from the wideout. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? toss it to the left. Fighting off the defender. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Using his legs and speed. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Now on third down for this offense. He's looking to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on third down. Hauls it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Canes moving quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. with the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops the throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got it.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, It's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Latham. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Pass completion, moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. They go to the wide receiver screen. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And he's got it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Trying to punch it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Colorado! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can now. Defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. RPO complete to open the drive. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down in possession, no timeouts, so you have got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds, and the receiver knew exactly what to do.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to run running. Tackled in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 on the heels of gaining 4 on the previous play.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll leave it with him. He'll make his way out of bounds. Nice pickup, and more importantly, he gets the clock stopped.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
Oh, now your punk ass want to hop in here.
Season continues.
Damn, bro. Just came to say good game.
Nah, GG.
We always play these crazy ass games, bro.
Man, dog. Oh, I'm fucking sick, bro.
That was just a Stevie right there, bro. I didn't do nothing special.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
You just tricked
Yeah, I
that
thought he
off.
was. Yeah, I really did, bro. God damn. Good shit, man.
As soon as I saw that, I said, "Oh, he got me beat. I'm about to lose." And then you threw it. I was like, "Whoa."
Man.
If you had waited just another second, you had that middle open.
Yep. I got too impatient, man.
I can't stop a nosebleed, bro. He was just cutting right through my defense.
What you talking about? Shit, I couldn't either. That makes 2 of us. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Fuck, bro.
Nah, that's 3 in a row we done played like that, bro.
I know. Man, I was like, man, I'm due for one. Like, goddamn, I can't even get fucking benefit of the doubt. But yeah, that was on me. Again.
Yeah, I think you just rushed it. That's all that was.
I really did. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I
knew it as soon as I threw it, I knew I rushed that shit.
I said, "Oh, thank you. We'll take that.